This is an extension of No Grapes Theory Part 3. I did not know about this. Someone brought this to my attention. It's from projectastral.net. That's where this is taken from. There will be a link in the description. So this is the new content. I want to finish Part 3 by reminding everyone of this transcript, which was said to have been transcribed from a recorded phone conversation. This conversation is believed to be owned by the FBI. An email with the transcript was sent to the Offices of Investigations and intercepted, hacked by a hacker. He then sold the transcript to Brian Davenport, a staff writer for the New York Times. Unfortunately, with no evidence, like the tape or comment from the FBI, left Brian unable to make this public. Being a self-proclaimed whacked-out Tupac fan, I got a copy, and I also have an internship at a pretty big media corp. I think it is important that we all study this conversation. I have found parts of it to be true. The two men mentioned in this conversation really are dead, and that is the only fact that makes this conversation relevant. If the FBI is in fact trying to cover this up, then they are just as corrupted as everyone says they are. Fuck the feds. John Doe: I ain't no snitch, nor do I have any friends. Who am I going to tell? Why are you bullshitting me for? Caller: I'm telling you, if you knew the truth and didn't believe it and told everyone, they would trace it back to you and kill you. Even worse, they would trace it back to me and kill me. You may think I'm joking, but the man who told me is not alive anymore, and that's not funny to me. You seemed like you already knew what was going on when you contacted me. That's why I spoke with you. I'm disconnecting now. John Doe: No! Wait, you can trust me. I'll give you my name, address, social security number, anything you want. You have to tell someone. Why not me? Please, don't hang up. Caller: The person who told me what happened in detail was a taxi driver. John Doe: How do you know his story is accurate? Caller: He wasn't a Tupac fan. He didn't know who Tupac was until later. He had no known enemies. John Doe: Then how do you know his story is accurate? Caller: For that very reason. John Doe, laughing: Caller: Why the hell would he lie? John Doe: That's really bullshit. You don't know. He could have overheard someone. Caller: Plus, it all makes sense. John Doe: How does he know? Was he there? And what is your connection? They really won't find me if you tell me. Haha, that's funny to me. A taxi driver told you. He got shot because he told you. Caller: I don't know that for sure, but he's dead. Nobody does know he told me. I'm not the only person he told. As a journalist, I encouraged him to tell the police. I will always feel responsible for his murder. That was so stupid of me. You can't trust the police. John Doe: Just tell me what really happened to Tupac. Fuck the bullshit. Caller: I can do better. I saw the murder tape. John Doe: What? Motherfucker, stop playing. What fucking tape? You seen a tape of Tupac getting shot? How is that shit even possible? Man, who the fuck are you, sick fucker? Caller: You still want to know? Or do you want me to hang up? You're wasting my time. John Doe: Yeah, I want to know. Tell me, please. And I want to see the tape. Suge Knight would kill whoever shot Tupac. Caller: Nervous laughter. Sorry, pal, but Suge Knight is the trigger man. John Doe: What the fuck? Start talking, man. You don't make no sense, homie. Caller: The man I call the taxi driver found the tape in his cab. The last person he picked up was a security guard by the name of Stanley Dickens. John Doe: Okay, and? Caller: He worked at the Maxim Hotel Casino. John Doe: And? That ain't telling me shit, or what I really want to know. Caller: Look, don't interrupt me again. The taxi driver said Stanley was nervous and sweating and didn't speak. The only thing he said was, "This is far enough." He let him out of the cab, and when he went to clean the cab later, he saw a black videotape on the floor. He told me he took the tape home and put it on the table. He planned to take it into work because they have a lost and found. His wife played the tape while he was sleeping. She told him what she saw. He told her it was a movie and to let him rest. She insisted for him to watch it. He watched. The taxi driver name is Ali Muhammad Aziende. He is dead. John Doe. Damn. Caller. I went to Las Vegas to see who I could talk to, and this funny-looking man was lingering around, looking out of place, and I went over and spoke with him. He asked me right away who was Tupac and what happened to him. I told him the story we all got from the media, and he said, "What'd he look like?" I showed him a picture of Tupac. I showed Ali a picture, and he said, "Oh, no. That is man I saw on video." I will never forget the fear on his face. So I continued to ask him questions. He said he had a tape of that man getting shot. I laughed, thought he was crazy. He got in his cab and drove away. I looked at the cab number, went back to my hotel, and told my friend about this crazy-ass man. He told me to interview him. Since I didn't have any other info, I called the number, said I left something in cab number 445. The dispatcher called the driver and had him swing by my hotel. I told him I wanted to ask him some questions. He said, "No, I can't. No time right now." I persisted, and he opened up. I asked to watch the tape. He gave it to me, just like that. I believed this man with all my heart. He knew nothing about Tupac. Nothing. He had no reason to lie. I told him he should tell the police what he saw and that I would take the tape. I didn't watch it because it was a security video, and everyone knows Pac got shot in a drive-by. I got home and forgot I had it. I watched it on November 22nd. I was off that day. I made some coffee and put it in. My life changed forever. First, I watched it again. Then I threw up. I was scared. Later, I called the cab and asked to speak with an Ali. "I'm sorry, man. Ali is no longer with us. Do you know where I can find him? Please, it's very important. He was found dead in his cab a month ago. I'm sorry. Were you a friend?" I hung up the phone and tried to calm down, watched the tape again, wanted to make sure I wasn't dreaming. I did my research, found out about Stanley Dickens, found out about 2 bicycle cops hearing shots fired from the Maxim Hotel. I'm still putting pieces together. John Doe. So what did you see on that tape? Please, tell me. Caller. Listen, if I sent this tape to any news station, I would become very rich. But my life and the life of my family would be in danger, and that's not worth it. I did tell you. You didn't believe me. John Doe. I do believe you now. I always have. So what did you see on the tape? Go into detail what you saw. Caller. From the camera angle, it looks as if it's an empty garage. One black BMW pulls into a space, then another black car comes and parks right next to it. Suge Knight gets out, then Tupac gets out in the other car. David Kenner gets out along with another man. John Doe. Could you identify him again if you saw him? Caller. That doesn't matter. John Doe. Okay, go ahead. Caller. David and the other guy get into the car and drive away. The video switches to another camera angle. Another angle, the first shot says camera 3. Now on the bottom it says camera 4. You can't see Suge Knight holding a gun, but Tupac leans over and it looks like he hits him, but he goes back against the door hard. He is not hurt bad because he is struggling for the gun. It is now visible. His hand is on the gun, and another shot. There is no sound by a small flash. He grabs his hand and he puts his head on the dashboard. With his left hand, he opens the door and gets out. Blood is all over his side. He is actually trying to walk away. Suge gets out, reaches over the top of the car. He doesn't even go around to where he is at and shoots him in the leg. Then, as he is turning around, he falls. Suge comes around, shoots him in the chest, and puts him in the car. John Doe. So that fucking drive-by was a setup? Caller. Yeah. The video proves he was already shot. When he put him back in the car, he put him in the back seat. I imagine that when they came out of the garage, the car looked normal to Frank, so he began following him. There was a drive-by, but he was already shot in the back seat. The drive-by was a throw-off, a cover-up, and a good one. Suge driving around for so long was so Tupac would bleed out, and because medical examiners are able to tell the time of death, he had to keep Tupac alive long enough to coincide with the drive-by. The published medical reports state that he lost almost 30 ounces of his body's blood. John Doe: who all knows you have that tape? Caller: actually, I'm only speaking with you because my home was broken into last month. The only thing missing was the tape. Someone tore my whole apartment up looking for it. Who? I don't know. But I imagine that the hotel had more than one video recording. The parking garage? Maybe there are several tapes, or at least two. I don't know if someone will come after me or not. I'm a journalist. I was doing my job. If something does happen to me, I need you to expose what I have told you. I'm no fool. I know the clicking noise means you're recording this conversation. John Doe: tell me who you are. I can protect you. Caller disconnected. No grapes. This image here reads the actual ambulance where paramedics treated Tupac on the way to the University of Nevada Trauma Medical Center. Check out connections between Tupac and the mystic realm. Let's go inside my astral plane. This is an official Project Astral article. Color Pessoa at Amazon.com. If you want to read more from this website, I will have a link in the description, and here are some other articles they have. Thank you for watching. This is The White Book by Machiavelli Decoded.